Could the Logos word of John be the universal neural network? Well, if by the universal neural network you mean what has been constructed by human beings out of silicon and wiring, of course it can't, because the word that is the Logos is God, who is spirit and is not material at all. And that is hugely important as we analyze worldviews. The real difference, the essential and central difference between Christianity and atheism is the inversion of priorities. According to John, this universe is word-based. God is primary. Everything else, mass, energy, everything else, and neural networks and human minds are derivative. In the atheist worldview, well, mass energy is primary, or the quantum vacuum, or nothing. The universe creates itself is the nonsense that's spread around. And everything else is derivative, including the idea of God, because there isn't a God. They are diametrically opposed, these world views. Of course, Logos gives us intuitive ideas that we're dealing with a God of extreme intelligence and who can speak, and I referred to that earlier. We don't really know what that means. But if I suddenly say in this room, let there be light, well, the only way that'll work if you're standing by a light switch. God says, let there be light, and he brings light into being. He conceives it. We've no idea what that involves. And the more I think about these things, the more I end up worshiping a God of that kind of sheer wonder. And you know, the more we see, I love watching nature programs on television. They're spectacular these days, and watching the homing instincts of birds, the migratory habits, and the stunning way in which some animals are guided by the moon. And it just is a stunning revelation. It's such a tragedy that geniuses like David Attenborough don't end their programs by saying, isn't God wonderful? They get us to wonder at the creation, but they don't use it as an obvious stepping stone to the Creator.